Howdy, folks. We're back with our Witch Let's Play, or playthrough, run-through, whatever you want to call it. Just some bookkeeping stuff to start off with. Tomorrow or the next day, you should see a mod review up on the channel. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. And then sometime later, after the weekend, probably, you will see a plain review, as well as the start of a new run-through in between there. So that is the plan for this coming week. Hopefully I will accomplish everything that I set out to do. To start off with, we're going to take Idan and take him this way and just grab this hamlet real quick. We don't really leave defenses here too often. Not worrying about it too much right now. Now, these ladies here are immortal, so we should start making better use of that, I think, by having them just run down and kill stuff like this very quickly, although we could also take the stack, which we were doing. I think we'll stick with that plan, actually. Take this stack, kill this, then next turn we'll move her down this direction, maybe. She could just go kill off some units in a small army, possibly. We'll see. Down here, things are going pretty well. We've captured the Hoburg Hole. We want to be mindful to continue to get a lot of slingers. Thinking how we fully keep this place intact, and I think that's one of our answers. Another is to maybe summon some stuff, but we're going to be saving a bit and trying to get this lady to get some stuff done as well. I'm a little worried we'll get some diseases here, but I want to get rid of these things, and we can take this town and hold on to it. Ancient Presence doing its work. Okay, unfortunately this guy did get diseased. He's only immune to the effects of decay, but it'll take him forever to die. His strength really isn't what is necessary, and his incorporation will heal him a bit in battle. So unless he gets particularly in danger, he'll be okay. See some stacks coming up this direction. I think those were the stacks we wanted to take on with this army, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is looking like it. We'll take this castle, try and get some more troops, and go at them if we possibly can. Continue your movement this way. Take our town back, easily killing those Hoburgs as we should. I think it should go well. We have fear and stuff. We don't have really petrification or anything like that, but this is a pretty powerful combatant that can hopefully take this, even though she doesn't have armor. Okay, so we've killed that thing. We can take this. Want to take this, but that catapult's really going to hurt. We're going to go in the swamp and do another large summoning. We might do some minor ones, or just try and stack up some troops with our friends there. We want to be a little careful, actually. We probably don't want to be this close to this army. We'd probably win this fight, but at the cost of probably all these guys. Including our lady, our fair lady. Okay, we have another commander available. I think I'm apt to do that down here. Grab some cavalries and set them to work. Just grab the ones that we just spawned. And their work will be to just secure this area. We see there's a port out here. I doubt we'll ever get to this. I don't know how far the frozen coast goes down. I don't think we'll see it down here because this is Savannah. So we probably wouldn't be able to do a maneuver through that. If we had flying units maybe, but we really don't have a lot of access to that. Unless we had a man-flayer, then floating could maybe accomplish it with some finesse. Okay, we killed the Spectral Archer with no losses. This is absolutely trivial. Killing some deer. Oh dear. Okay, they have actually merged. Now, we'll see what we get here. I was kind of hoping we get some mercenaries. We could throw them in this army, because this is kind of a lot. It's a lot of melee troops, though, which is inefficient for them. What do we do? I think more heavies is the answer. So we have two... Okay, so I'm going to rely on our pikeneers and our heavies to defend in the front pretty heavily. So hopefully this will work. It's possible we lose. I think we'll kill their commanders. I don't think this guy and... Where's the other one? This guy will survive this. They're going to get a poison toad too. We're going to really just destroy this front line with a lance charge, hopefully, and then see some dividends on that, but who knows? we will do our best. Okay, it's time for another Suicide Squad. Glad I can finally talk about the Suicide Squad and like be like, hey, this is the Suicide Squad, and think positive thoughts about film now that the good movie's out, as I think people are describing it. I liked it quite a bit. It's a fun little bad guy movie, I'd say. But they're, you know, of course they're saving the world, but not by choice, potentially, with no spoilers involved there. Beyond the general premise of all the Suicide Squad movies. Let's go here, or the 2 Suicide Squad movies in the comics, I suppose. Not a big comic book person, particularly. Not because I think there's anything wrong with them, I just haven't got the chance. Oh my goodness. We finally got the Ancient Hydra. This thing is a big old beast, and you can kind of see why just looking at it. 140 hit points with 5% regeneration is going to be quite a bit of regeneration. 8 magic resistance, 4 armor, ranks towards the front, 10 morale, 8 strength, fire vulnerable is most of our stuff, poison resistant, pierce resistant, blunt resistant, causes fear, poison aura of 3. You don't want this in a human army with no poison resistance. Giant size, so he'll walk over walls, and he's got AP benefits, potentially. And he's got Swamp Move and a bunch of attacks, which he'll lose as he gets wounded. But he's a big HP tank with a poison aura. What else could you wish for, honestly? This guy will be devastating against our enemies. We just gotta get him over to our enemies to fight. Beyond the catapult, this would actually be pretty trivial to fight with this stuff, because we have a Swamp God, and this guy will just tear him apart. You know, you get a little worried with the Ancient Presence, though. They'll Wither Gaze one of your stuff, but don't have to worry about that too much. We'll kill this dwarf. Okay. You guys can continue to stomp around. Oh, we want to kill that insane fisherman. Okay, unfortunately she got caught up on the gate. She lost her weapon. Oh, Illwinter, why? Why do you send the AI to go attack the gate when they could fly over and the only troop there? They need to really change the flying, floating, ethereal AI for gates. Or just deprioritize gates if you can get over it. You know, there's something to be said that maybe that could disadvantage you in certain positions. We are not doing well in this fight. I think the crossbows are really doing it a lot. We've got past a lot of their stuff. I think I was right, we'd kill their commanders. See how we do in the back lines here. Our pikeneers are in the front over here. This line's been just devastated. Oh, come on, get to their commander. Oh, he might be protected. We even, I think, had the favorable terrain, because we probably are benefited by the bushes being here, because we had more pikes. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to kill their commander, actually, so he's going to be able to move. That's okay, we'll take a Gorgon over here and mess with it. Okay, there's a floating cat horror. Should be able to kill that, yeah. Some lance charges. We need to chase that thing. Okay, they still have another commander there, actually. Oh, we killed one. A little confused by that. Might have just missed something. No, Berthrid is up here. She's our petrification friend. She's actually really good. I think we'll avoid going to that town to try and cut off some of their armies. I should always remember that the flying units in the middle are going to attack the gate. That's always so frustrating, though. Oh, there's a tiny little army here we can take out. Shouldn't be too hard. These guys will fall pretty quickly because they're not going to do a bunch of damage, and they're not resistant to our damage. You know, they're also clumsy if you don't know, so they miss half of their attacks already. So a lot of those zombies are not very good at actually fighting, although they are big HP tanks. You need a lot of HP on your side. We'll take that. Is there anyone else to move? You gotta move down here. We'll let the undeads go. I'm not too bothered by it. I want to go kill these armies with our cold stuff. It would probably kill Our Lady, though. Although Blizzard would hurt the Hoburgs quite a bit. Not as good as less magic resistant armies, really, but they have low HP, so when they are affected, they'll probably die. We need to be a little careful here. Okay, we got a Wither going down. And absolutely devastating. You can see the amount of attacks coming from these two guys. What you really have here is, like, for 1, 2, 3 squares, you have, like, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's roughly, I think I counted correctly. 9-ish attacks. One that is insane, and the rest that do quite a bit of damage, including poison. And then, you know, you have this guy. You'll get some really good attack density with your late game stuff here. You know, you'll have a sweep coming out from this guy, so he'll sweep around with his tail. Do some pretty brutal stuff. Chest wound on this guy just means lower HP. That's fine. Have our archers going too far forward, too. Unfortunate. There's some big poison auras. Oh, and our witch. She's got half poison resistance. Oh, come on. Why are you needlessly running yourselves into the Hydra? And Hydra, why are you needlessly trying to murder them? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna skip past the rest of this. Trader's Medallion. Hopefully we'll be able to grab this. Looks like we will. I will choose to kill that permanently over killing those stacks. Or suiciding into those stacks is more representative of what would occur. Although we could kill the commander here, I think, with an early lance charge and maybe a slash or two. Gonna run up and take this. They actually left the bucket of frogs. That's funny. Alright, now we're just gonna keep moving down this direction. Try and grab this from them. Okay. And we will kill the graveyard. We can overrun it. We'll continue to get slingers here. Just to eviscerate this place with slingers. And now we need to think about future actions with the witch here. We'll go grab a jungle and slowly maybe make our way towards the last of the really Hoburg stronghold. That is their big armies down there. I'm starting to think the other lady wasn't immortal, or she's just taking a while to reform. I can't remember if she had the immortal tag, now that I think about it. Might have just murdered her. Lots of disease. Everybody's diseased. So they're now operating at a much lesser capacity than they were before. Because they've split these armies, so we're able to actually get something done here. Take this army out. Siege this. And move our other lady this way, although we missed another one of these skeletons. You know, you tend to get a lot of undead commanders as the necromancer or any faction that has similar rituals. You tend to get a lot of little commanders here and there, or those carrion beasts are gonna just annoy the hell out of your enemy, which they are doing so for us as there's so many of them to clear up. But we'll get it done. Just takes time and patience, which sometimes I do have. Depends on the day. Oh god, festering wound, that's bad. Turning these guys to stone. Come on, kill that commander. Kill him. There we go. We're gonna win this. Not a good thing to take a festering wound on one of our Gorgons. Got our ice spells and our ancient presence to take care of this, as well as our werewolves, although they didn't do much besides tank a couple hits, perhaps. Okay, this guy wants to die over here, so I guess we'll oblige him. We'll do some actions first. Grab ourselves some little hydras. Oh, that's wonderful. What we're looking for is siege equipment bait. We don't want to get our witches dead, so we want to minimize the risk of that. Okay, we'll take this. Oh, we left these guys behind. That's fine. We don't really need them. Oh, we're going to attack the gate again, aren't we? Okay, there's only one of them, hopefully. Hopefully that's okay. What we could do is just sure it up with these guys. Although, no, she'll kill the Gorgon, actually. So instead we'll go here. She might not kill it. She might just really injure it. But it's not cold resistance, if I'm thinking correctly. Yeah, so it will hurt it. And if she gets killed by that big stack, it's not a big deal. Because we can bring her back. As we are apt to do. I'd like to get a commander to go down to Hades. Although I'd really like a Manflayer to do it. Otherwise we're taking big attrition until we can find some place to drop off everything. But we should start... well, human armies aren't really going to do it, so I really just need a Manflayer. After we defeat most of the Hoburg stuff, we could do like a time skip. Did you get petrified? I thought you got... Okay, yeah, you're turned to stone right now. There we go. Barely taking it. We now have the bucket of frogs in our retinue. And we can take advantage of a unit that may die to our cold blast, but won't die forever. Oh god. Okay, we need to take out that guy. Oh, one good crossbow shot will take out that Gorgon. She's back here now, and she loses her wounds. So that's all nice and dandy. This is a whole lot of garbage and a couple decent guys. Our witch could probably take that out pretty heftily, because she's got great spells. Now, problem being, we want to turn on Acid Mist, I think is our first thing. Because that will do a lot of damage to this stuff. None of this stuff is going to be acid resistance, funnily enough. So that's going to be valuable. We're probably going to sit in a swamp for a second and get a big summon and then chase this army down. I think they are slow. Do they have anything slow here? Maybe not. Clumsy, yeah. I guess the... Come on, you got to have like one zombie sitting here, right? Well, I hope they reanimate a zombie. I don't see anything that has a slow tag. Looks like they're being... Oh, there's little tiny dudes. Those guys might have slow. Oh, this little ghoul. No, it looks like they're keeping speed efficient. Now, do we risk this? I think we grab some chaffy spearmen and we risk it to kill this stack. We could have grabbed these guys technically, I suppose, and gotten a couple more units. But it did not happen. Alrighty. We're going to go this way and take that graveyard. I'm going to do some scouting. See what we got down here. God, how do they not take these magic libraries? Although I can see a little bit why it's kind of dangerous. Okay, we're going to get some major summons down in this area. Okay, we got some green oozes. Those would be nice up here to do that siege baiting, although we're attacking this army now, it looks like, is our current focus. That's everybody we wanted to move. We'll see how this goes. Some cold going down, killing a lot of their troops. Okay. It has been successful. Alright. This guy took a wound, but he'll regenerate that. It's very trivial wounds on those guys. Now we need to go chase down that Death Knight. But first, we will do our best to summon an old one. Another ancient presence, this one with a Gem of True Seeing. Does not feel like an item an ancient presence would come up with. But I suppose it works. Okay, they left a lot of Solus behind, so they're trying to keep speed. We want to be careful and not let this lady fall to that army, so... She'll go grab these disease compadres, and she'll head down here. I might have a plan for her, we'll see. We'll think about it, what we want to do. Do we have a temple? We don't. We want to get these temples back. That is on the agenda. Got a big stack coming near us again. We do have the Hound of Hades here. I don't want to get caught in a battle against them like this, so we're gonna... Well, they're probably slow because of the mountain, so we probably don't want to suicide these guys. I'm curious where this goes. Where the hell did... Oh, shit! Oh, so this lady's very close. That might have been where that big Death Knight stat came from. Oh, well, I should have gone through that portal earlier, but I didn't have anything I wanted to throw through it that close for a while. Because I was using some of our cavalry guys, our cavalry captains earlier, and I wanted to expand around, but now I'm seeing it's good pathing. Some easy map traversing stuff. It does balance out the game a bit when you get a good portal, because there are some factions that have good travel spells like we do. We haven't been taking advantage of it, but I'm not surprised. Because there are no swamps down in this particular area, although we could have converted these. That would have been a good idea. But we'd have to convert to get some swamps down here. Okay, we're gonna shoot some major summons. That's probably exactly not what we wanted. A homunculus, okay. I'd love me a little homunculus, I suppose. And now I want to step out. They might attack us and we might die, but we'll take out a lot of their units with the Hound of Hades. Reason I'm stepping out is I don't want him to get stuck up in there and not fight. But we're going to try and summon some more units pretty soon here and get stuff rolling. Do we want to try and kill these dwarves? They're cold resistant, which is an issue. We'll give it a shot. Why not? Okay, let's... Oh, thank goodness they're still here. Now, can we fight this? A lot of our stuff isn't going to do any damage, but these things are going to just ball out here, so I think we're willing to give it a shot. I think we have a good chance at it. A lot of this stuff, you know, it's okay. Oh, I do worry about morale checks. I actually, yeah, we're gonna hold off for a second. We got to worry a little bit about morale checks on especially these early wolves. They might attack us themselves, and we might be okay. See, just Mass Charm. We should do Mist of Confusion. I'm just worried about hitting the Hound and causing more damage. I think we'll stick with this, actually, because Acid Mist will be good. It'll burst onto a bunch of their small undeads. When we get back there, are these guys, and do chip damage. I think Caution is the better part of Valor. Oh, another Witch's Tower. We found our early compadre that fell apart. Up here. We have our other Gorgon here. Suppose we could give this a shot. They're not very powerful. We'll give it a try. I really would like another witch to play around with. And start thinking about sending to Hades. Or Manflayer would be better. Oh my god. Hold on a second. I'm dealing with some janky USB ports. My audio just cut out for a minute. Should be fine for you guys, I think. As we kill more undead stuff that find their way through. Okay, what direction does this guy head off in? Up here. We're going to try and get in the swamp. Maybe continue to chase him and maybe summon another old one, or maybe get the second level version of the summoning spell. Ritual might be a good idea. We could go take this guy up here, drop off him, and figure out what to do with this lady. In the interim would be kind of difficult because I'm not sure what she's going to be able to do in the foreseeable future. A lot of this stuff is cold resistant. She'd be good fighting this, but she'll get killed by the siege equipment almost certainly. Okay, we're going to move here. Do a quick summoning. Okay, gotta love them doppelgangers. We got a Hydra and a doppelganger, okay. This one's a captain, actually. Love to see it. I really want to kill these guys. And their Wraith is right in the front. Be nice to take out the Wraith early. Although he's a pretty tough one to crack. I don't know how confident about this I feel. Do not know. What I do know is I want this stuff back, but that's, again, another tough situation. Okay. Revan. Lots of wounds. Trying to get past this gate. We're petrifying them is kind of the goal. Okay, we didn't win, but we killed a bunch of them. Because they are in our range to petrify. So we acid blast our own Hydra. Okay, he's going that way. Did he just turn that into a different thing? I feel like this changed. I don't know if he made ghouls here. It looks like it. Looks like he made some little babies. Some baby ghouls. Another doppelganger captain and a crocodile. Oh, we lost control of the crocodile. We might have attacked, possibly. I'm not certain about it, but... now we get to fight a crocodile. Unfortunately. We could go turn a farm and try and get level 3 and see if we can get something useful, although I don't think our witch would come up with very much useful. I'm kind of was hoping we'd get a mage or something that would help. That would be very nice. We're going to clear out the rest of these dwarves, try and get a hold of these mines, and pump our gold economy up for 2 reasons. Do we send a suicide squad into Hades? I don't think so. I don't think it'd be very worth it. Okay, I think we've forgotten about this guy a little bit. But he can run around. We see some thunderbirds, or a thunderbird. Jeez, this is so tempting to try and kill right now. Just don't want it getting out of our sights. Swamp Ghost. See, I think we'll get past the fear, but I'm not certain. You need a couple better spells, potentially, on your undeath path. Or necromancy, I should call it, because there's actually an unlife spell school. Gee, I don't know. These things are going to fall apart as a big issue, but the incorporators are going to just incorporate the hell out of all this garbage. They like to eat. And they will just dive in. See, I'm worried about getting decayed and it killing our regeneration, or this guy getting decayed. He'll fall apart pretty easily. We could drag some cavalry in with us for a little extra oomph. Maybe we'll try that. We could tie up the... I think we're going to give it a shot. I really hope we don't lose this battle. I think we have a lot of big stuff that if we can get past this front forward army will be good. Our guys are going to incorporate. This guy will just be an utter tank, and he'll keep summoning undeads. Might want to put that on the Hydra. Hydra probably will live longer. But we have the absolute beast that is the 4 armor, 8 magic resistance, 140 HP regenerating Hydra with pierce and blunt resistance. Now, some of these guys are slashing up here, so that's going to hurt. But we're also going to have our witch doing things like Finger of Death, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. And the Wither Gaze as well. Can't forget about that. Looks like we can take our Ziggurat back, at least. Figure out what to do after that. Really need to get these temples in line so we can start getting more witches. Okay. Ancient Hydra crushes a tree. Not surprising. This guy's going to run up and be kind of silly with his spray. Got some good early decay. And to sleep going down. Putting the doggos to sleep. Poison Mist. This lady's almost absolutely useless after this first little wave. We've terrified one of these guys, which is good news. And it looks like our Dracolion is avoiding really what we'd like them to avoid in terms of fighting the decay Banefire guys. The Bane Blades is what I should say. Some early Acid Blast, Fingers of Death. You can see why I'm a little bit confident in the sense that we have good chance at winning this battle. I was a little afraid that we'd get an unlucky fear. But once we get back here, like, into these lines, we'll just wreck this stuff. We might lose our Dracolion. He's actually scared already. These guys also have a fear aura, so it's also a little scary. This guy's afraid, so that's not good, but hopefully we're going to get past these things, and then the fear aura is going to be gone. These things can't be feared, I don't believe. Oh, they can, but it's difficult for them to be. One problem is this side's looking a little weak, although it looks like our Swamp God is moving down to address that. Probably the best thing to fight these things, because this thing has the best morale, I think, out of all our stuff. Yeah. And he'll just pelt them to death. Still afraid. Oh no! He's decaying, but he's got unaging, because he's a Swamp God. Although, our Swamp God might fall. It's going to take a lot of hits over time, although he'll hit right back. You can see the power of the Ancient Hydra. I was right to move the Ring of the Dead. Oh no, he got panicked. That's very unlucky. He had the best morale out of all of us. Things only cause fear, too. So that making this side look pretty weak. Which is kind of a problem. Our Acid Blast have cleared out the middle, and our Ancient Hydra will just tear these guys apart. Need to do a little bit more incorporating here and there. Getting some friendly fire, though. With these Acid Blasts. Poor Swamp God. He might survive this battle if we win, though. Or he will survive it if we win, because he's not going to run up and die. Although he was kind of crucial to this side a little bit, so... Might see an issue down here. He is doing something up here. What's he doing? I'm hearing something happening. He's casting Reanimation, which is just these little soulless. These guys are not going to help them enough to win, I don't believe. And once our witch gets down here, she can finger a death him potentially and do some damage. Unfortunately, he's going to cast Plague on a bunch of our stuff, which could disease a witch or do something else unlucky. They still got a big old defense force this direction. Where things didn't go so well. This guy's diseased. They're both diseased now. Might lose a lot here, but this is one of their bigger armies. It's a lot of garbage, but we didn't have a lot of garbage to face off against it. They've reanimated one of our beasts, I think. I think that's what this is. I think they killed one of these guys, maybe, or something else with a reanimating bite. It's really hard for these guys to kill ethereal stuff. It's rare you see battles where you lose a complete side, but that's what happens when you're relying on something big. Oh god, they took out an Ancient Presence. We've gotten up to the Death Knight, though, and gave him a wound. He's lost his eye. I think we gave him that. Our Dracolion's probably going to die. Our Ancient Hydra's moving in. You just have a Curse Wand? Wand of Poison Cloud. That is very redundant. Now we have our Swamp Ghost paralyzing a Shade Beast. Is helpful. Oh no, you took a wound. Chest wound. A little less HP to regenerate. And the Death Knight kills the Dracolion, living up to his fearsome reputation. Really need, I think a cast of Finger of Death on the Death Knight would be just, be juicy, be very juicy. Swamp Ghost pulling up the defense on some of those shade creatures that came up against it. Not surprised about that. So ultimately, what we really lost that was important so far is we lost, oh god, you're on fire because they have a fire breath. That's fine. He'll regenerate past that. I'm pretty certain of it. Although he's lost some of his attacks. You need to Finger of Death this thing. He gets you down in health enough, that could be a problem. There we go. Finger of Death. Taking it out. Looks like the final toll is going to be probably 2 Ancient Presences, because this guy's really diseased, and he did not incorporate enough, although he might heal a little bit after here. Depending on if he gets to eat a little bit. Doesn't look like he will. Let's speed this up. But we kept all of our witches for now, unless they get poisoned in the aura here. Yeah, there we go. So we kept all of our witches. We lost an Ancient Presence. Really, we lost 2 at the end of the day. We lost not our Swamp God. We did not lose him. We lost our Dracolion. So basically 2 Ancient Presences and some cheap swamp monsters and stuff. Ooh, an Astrologer. I like that. But we kept our Swamp God. He's over here. All nice and dandy. Poor Ancient Presence ain't doing so well, so he'll be out of here pretty soon. We'll take this little commander and let him kill that scout. Now we need to revive this army and get some new stuff. She still has her wounds. Rate of 1 affliction every 2 months. This is going to take a little bit. Where do we want an Astrologer? I think with this army, given the big stack that's nearby, we can take advantage of them not actually defending this and take that Ziggurat, which is a nice little addition to our family. Yeah, I think the Astrologer's going to go join him. Didn't get any items. Foresight and Meteor. Okay, Twist Fate. Twist Fate's not too helpful for us. Just means they miss the first attack against the unit. Foresight, though. Ooh la la. Foresight on some of the Hydras is going to be very valuable. So hopefully they cast that. That is a hope. We're going to do another major summon. I cast Mirror Mirror on accident. Okay, we're going to do a major summoning now. That does actually reveal something useful to us. We got a root mast monster that we did not capture. They have another port up here that we're going to have to go take. That is revealing information. It's good info. Good for us to know. Fortunately, we did not get another thingy thing. By thingy thing, I mean witch. You can translate what I'm saying. Okay, we're going to start getting a bunch of Chaffee troops to go in and fight this. The plan is to kill almost all of it with our Freezy Blast while losing a bunch of troops in the meantime, and then let our werewolves cover for the rest of it and protect us a little bit from the undead that are there. Should be pretty trivial. We've meteored it. Hopefully we never meteor our hound. There's a chance that occurs. Killing some snakes. They still have carrion dudes running around. Ooh, a sorceress. Ooh la la. Unfortunately, we've lost this. Go grab this farm, I suppose. Not gonna overrun them, unfortunately, because I think they're in that base. Let's continue this. We don't want a sorceress in this army. We will just grab a big old glut of friends here to join us and head that way eventually. It'll take a while. Kill this scout, grab this cav. We actually only have a chest wound on this guy, so he can go up and grab this town for us. You can get another old one. We've lost this Gorgon, which is really dangerous because she could petrify our Ancient Hydra, and that would be very sad. Hopefully we Finger of Death her relatively quickly. This way, we're going to go grab Gina, who is going to get a Bane Star, which is a pretty good item. She got things I don't love, though. This is going to do a lot of friendly fire. She is a friendly fire sorceress. Might grab her own squad of spearmen and stuff, and send it where we please. Our Gorgon will go take this. Do we have anyone else? You have you. So we listen to the peaceful, sleepy music in Elysium. Wolves will be some summons for us. I'm really worried about the petrification. Oh, shit! Look at that. Will-O-Wisp coming in clutch. Although I do think the Enslave takes away our commit. What the fuck? Well, our Ancient Hydra didn't die. But the Gorgon did, but I think she might be immortal. Oh, a Manflayer. That's beautiful. Well, we'll see if she ever comes around. I don't think so. Well, that was silly. Petrified one of our units and almost finished our Ancient Hydra, but fortunately not. Will-O-Wisp would have done great. That would have taken away the commander status from it, though, so it couldn't go roam, and we don't have enough, really, fungi to get stuff off the ground here. Unfortunately. We do want to get that Manflayer, and I have a solid plan for the Manflayer this time. And they're going to have plenty of income every turn, I think, to summon. And we're just going to summon enough. We're going to try and get a Mound King that you have been seen roaming around this general area. We're going to get one of those eventually. Send him with a bunch of undead down to that cave to build us a mighty empire, like the Great Khans in Fallout New Vegas. That's what we're going to do. I also want to kill these birds if I can. And we'll transition to the other swamp, kill this big fortress full of stuff, hopefully soon would be mighty nice. And we will continue to recruit garbage. Although if we recruit too much garbage, she might not cast her spell, which would be devastating. So we're just going to get enough to prevent catapults, which this should be fine for the risk we're taking on here. There's only one catapult, but the plan is we freezy all these guys to death. Like they are easy prey. You, down here, could trade for some more stuff. I don't know where that big army went. They might have gone up to defend their north stuff. Which would mean we have free range. Creeping Doom. I love the Creeping Doom. I can't remember if we've talked about the Creeping Doom. They have invulnerability against... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. They have invulnerability against non-magic attacks. And so they need to be killed by magic. It is the bane of a lot of... early game players who have a stack of stuff go up against a Creeping Doom and they didn't have a wizard or aren't a magic faction, so like the Baron or the Senator, they run up against it and they get absolutely pummeled, even though, like, usually you'd be able to defeat something with that low HP and attacks. The non-magic invulnerability means you get absolutely sacked and destroyed. Get to watch some petrification antics as we try to kill them with petrification. And there we go. Meteor. Goofing them. You can see all those luck casts going down. Alrighty, some spearmen. I'm not super interested in the spearmen. We'll grab this hamlet. And I suppose... Oh, we see the big army now. They've come this direction. I really want to get the Hound of Hades in a battle with them. So our Hound will go up this direction, chasing this army. Meanwhile, we will prepare some groups of archers to go clear out this stuff. We know they have that port, so they won't be out of the game. Let's try and get major summoning. We got it. And we got a homunculus. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't want to get diseased. You can be free, my child. You can fly free into the sun. Really want a werewolf. I need more werewolves. We do have some light stuff here as well we could grab. I don't know how interested I am in carrying all that with us. I think for the risk we're taking on, we have enough siege or catapult chaff. Okay, continue to grab onto that. We see anything else useful, we'll recruit it. We see there's a Tatsu looming menacingly near us. Why? What's going on here? The hell? That's interesting. I've lost the ability to control this old weapon master. Huh. It's very strange. I'm clicking on him like you'd click on a right-click on a unit to select them, but let's see if I do fresh. Ah, he's just evaporated, apparently. That's a weird bug. It's a very strange bug. I don't know what that means. Or what caused that. Not too worried about it. He was not crucial. As we continue to get undeads. Building up that army. We could send you into Hades. That would be a bad idea. Send our birthred this way. Continue to do some summoning here and there. This army's starting to look a little thicker than it used to be. Okay, we want our werewolf. Is this our werewolf? This is our werewolf. And we'll grab the rest of these spearmen and head towards Crow Piers to take that army out. Lost a swamp. We'll kill this. We'll take some damage, but our spellcaster should do a lot of work. This lady does have a Hydra now, so she's not going to die to the poison anymore, although hopefully she doesn't run next to Hagatha. Be very sad. Ever since we got the Hound of Hades, I've had the song Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog in my head. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Elvis has a lot of great music, but that song's okay. I think Burnin' Love's pretty good. Alright, we're taking this on. We're going to take a lot of hits, but our witches and our big Hydra will take care of it for the most part. Not too worried about this army right now. She's just clunking along, taking out stuff. As we like to do. Got a Finger of Death. Earth Boots. I love Earth Boots. Who doesn't? Can't remember what Earth Boots. Did they just give Geomancy? I think they might just give Geomancy paths. Trying to distinguish between dominions in this game sometimes can be difficult. Let's see. Does it just give Geomancy? Might give something extra. Geomancy and HP. Okay. I was correct. Except for the HP. I missed that, but that's okay. Oh, good. Our tree's level 2 now. Woo! And he has 3 spells. Wonderful little homunculus. Little baby homunculus. Okay. We're going to take Crow Piers. I don't like that name. Not a fan. Do they have Black Harbor? They do have Black Harbor. This is actually very undefended. Okay. This is much more defended, though, with, I believe, a Moon Mage sitting somewhere in here. We won't dwell on it until we have to actually fight it. I doubt it has a spell that will really, really hurt us. I want to try something. I want to throw our Gorgon in here and see if she can make it up here and petrify one of these guys. I doubt it, but I want to see if Birthred can do that. It's my plan for her at this current second. Spectral Horseman. Okay, we can start moving this direction. We're going to get just spawning stuff on the cave with the intention to send stuff down into Hades. Not do a lot of conquering, just check it out. I'm going to do a planar video on it like I do all of them now, or am going to do on all of them. Okay. We have our friend coming back for us. Absolutely not what we needed. And we lost control of oozes. Unfortunate. Okay, well, we don't want to leave these guys to die. So our commander will take his merry men and go try and siege this temple city, while our other army continues to summon and tries to sneak up on him. Okay, time for Plan Frozone to take effect. We'll see if we're successful. I think if we're blessed enough to not get hit by the catapult, and we are able to actually cast Blizzard, it'll work. If not, we'll be in some trouble. But I hope she does cast Blizzard. That is her intended task. Okay, our scout patrols have really found everything they needed to. We should take them back and recruit some units with them to get them going. Gonna get to see if we can petrify a wizard or two here. Somehow I doubt it'll work, but we'll take it a shot at it. We should start preparing an army to get up here. That's what we'll do here. Meanwhile, at the cave to Hades, we can try and get a Mound King. Or we could send, I think we have a Dispossessed Spirit in a bottle. We could send them that way, but that would take a bit. Ooh, taking some of that oozy damage, the acid blood. Hurts. We really want our Hydra to take that. Luckily, this guy is poison resistant. He fits so well in our army. Okay. Moment of truth. Nope! Just absolutely pummeled by, I think, the firewall for the most part, and maybe some iron bolts, yeah. Yep. That's what you get for trying to get through Vow Through Flames. Okay, hitting a werewolf. Oh, that was an attempt. That would have been bad if that hit. Okay. What are you casting, buddy? Blizzard, yes! Okay. This is gonna work, and we're gonna kill all of our own troops. Now we just need to avoid enough crossbows, or clear out the lines with Blizzard. Another Blizzard. Come on, Susie. Let's see it. Okay, Frozen Heart or Icicle. Not good spells to cast. No, no, no. No, no, no. Stop it. You're getting close to the archers, too. Oh, they have Banefire archers. Ouchie. It's gonna hurt regeneration on this guy. Okay, why are you icicling a ghost? It's very inefficient. And you have a lot more human troops to kill. Oh my god. She's just gonna keep casting Icicle. She thinks she's the Lady Elsa from Frozen. Oh, finally another Blizzard. Okay, cleared out the crossbows. Now we just have undead stuff to worry about. Most of our werewolves have fallen. And our dear lady has decided she wants to take up the front against the undead, which is going to get her killed. The question is, can she icicle her way out of it? She icicles her way out of it! Oh my goodness! Wow. How brave. Oh, now she wants to cast Icicle when there's just the undead. And it looks like we lost a werewolf and all of our spearmen. And kept an archer. How did this... What? You're getting a promotion. You lived through a lot of the Blizzard spells. What the hell? How did that archer live? Very brave. Very brave archer. Surviving the coldest winter they've ever known. Okay, we will kill these Hobergs pretty efficiently. We're a little slow here to be able to do this, so can't really deal with that right now. Do not want to hit Enter Gateway on this guy. We're looking for a commander. There we go, we got one. Now question is, do we send them in yet? I don't think so. We want enough to take a fortress, and that's going to be a decent amount of archers or some better units here. Although we'll assign stuff. Ooh, Life Drain. Rod of Death could actually be super helpful. Although I don't want to leave our entrance without a guardian. And that Rod of Death is doing a lot of the work, along with the cube. So this was successful, on all accounts, losing one werewolf and all the garbage. But we've done it. Oh, we brought the archer with us. Hopefully that archer can survive another round of blizzards if we cast it. So we try and kill these snakes. Oh, that was beautiful. That's how you take a port, folks. That's how you take a port. Or any fortress, for that matter. Just send one big blizzard caster in there and some werewolves. Some very thin taking of things there. We're going to want to take this. Problem being, we don't have enough chaff, poison resistance chaff, to do it. We really need more tiny witches just dedicated to summoning, but we do not have the ability to do that. But we'll start marching stuff that direction. We've already recruited here. God, my hand hurts. I picked up my cat when they were scared. Trying to get them away from a toy my other cat was trying to play with. Or not my cat, but a family member's cat. And scratched the heck out of me. It's pretty bad. I thought, oh, my hand hurts. That's weird. I haven't been playing games that long. Why would I have a hand cramp? But it's actually just like the painfulness of the scratch. But not going to show it to you for not wanting to show injuries on the recordings here. That'd be pretty weird. Ah, finally, a witch's apprentice. Helpful little apprentice to come along with us. We're going to try another major summoning. Oh, good. Our evolved homunculus got a new spell. This is not worth it. Okay, we'll keep shooting thorns and all this stuff. Why not? Attacking this right now might be worthwhile. All their stuff's at the front. Our Hound of Hades is going to go crazy. The problem being this Tartarian is going to have a lot of time to cast spells. Meteor could be helpful there, though. And the Hound can't tank this all himself. I guess we're just going to keep getting units. Kind of hoping for a wizard or something special. Swamp Drakes are a big no-no. Some good wizarding there would be nice. Okay, Orcus, you can go kill these... No, you cannot kill that. You are actually not equipped whatsoever. We're going to grab a witch up here with the crossbowmen and stuff. She can join this force. Come and do some minor summoning up here for us while we roam around a little bit. Oh, we do have witches in here. I totally forgot about them. They could increase our summoning rate. What are we doing? Okay, we're going to get a bunch of cheap garbage to go attack this port with. God, I completely forgot we had... they've been enslaved for so... Not enslaved. They've been subserviated for so long that we forgot about them. I'm going to attack this. Take this out. I don't think we'll need to pull that trick again. Huh, there's a destroyed city here. I'm guessing that's from the Ballista when she roamed this plane of existence. Now she is definitely in Hades. Maybe we'll be reunited with her. Jump up here, maybe distract this guy this way for a second. Let these guys die. Maybe take out a couple troops even, although they'll probably just get incorporated. What would be nice if we take this this lady over here and we maybe petrify these things. It's possible. I don't know how likely, but possible. Let's get our ghost soldiers. This is probably going to be a longer episode. I was kind of hoping to finish up this episode, and it doesn't mean we go shorter. It just means we might make the episode longer. No promises yet. Alrighty. Take this out pretty niftily. Okay. And this lady... God, we're losing the need for you almost. Let's do another major summoning. Giant crocodile, okay. Doppelganger, that works. God, you're still so scary. I'll have to kill this necromant. If I spawned on the graveyard over here, I don't think they'll respawn because they don't have control of it. Well, we'll take their town. If they're not fighting us for it, we'll take it from them. And keep it in our safe hands. We are all state. You are in good hands now. Okay. Let's get the witch patrol going. God, do not do that. Okay, let's get some level 1 garbage, friends. We actually have the level 2 spell. Hydra hatchlings. We're not going to put it on repeat casting right now because we're not going to do this so many times. We're going to do it maybe 1 to 2 to 3 turns. Get enough stuff to get good and throw this army with them just for some more chaffy stuff. Might move the sorceress out of it depending on how we feel about that. Let's move on here. But our plan is to take these 2 ports. This one should be pretty easy. The other one a little more difficult, but still easily done with the catapults being the biggest issue. Okay, let's keep hitting this button. Now, you know why I'm building this up if you've ever seen Hades. If you haven't, be on the lookout for that video explaining why we're building up so much stuff to go get into Hades. It is not an easy plane of existence to fight in. Unless you have the right tools, and you need enough of those tools as well. Okay. Easily killing this crossbowman. Boop. And getting fight. So we get pulverized. Might actually hurt the Ziz a bit. This thing doesn't heal. These guys are going to get utterly vanquished. I'm so worried about our Hound. I'm worried he won't get all his banishes. I wish we had a regeneration item for him. That would be so brutal. Oh god. Serpent Mane. He's got 3 Ghost Rending bites. They do have magic resistance. They absolutely do. Let's try one more. Another Doppelganger Captain. Tartarian's a little closer now. I think we might try it. Give it a gold 1-2 punch here. I'd really like it if this guy cast Foresight on the dog. But getting him to do that's a difficult thing. So really all they're going to have here is their spells to fight us with early on. And we're going to go in and try and... Ooh, these guys aren't banishable, though. We're going to give it our best shot. So our hope is he goes and attacks the Wraith first and this stuff. And deals with it. These oozes wall climb, don't they? Yeah, so they'll get right in this guy's face. They actually can't be enslaved. So that's good. They will get absolutely pummeled, but that's okay. And hopefully up here, this Necromant just gets poisoned to death is kind of the goal against him. They do have that bottle that we were talking about. I don't think this will end the game. It might. If it does, we'll load an autosave to go check out Hades, although we might do a time skip, since we will have beaten the game by that point. Okay, all of you, you can do a major. Absolutely wonderful getting a Hydra. Good on you. You will do a minor. Frogs! Okay, cheap chaff. We're not poison resistant. Familiar. And a frog. Snails, so we'll be slow. Great. Frogs! Okay, chaffy units. Okay, that's good for now. We're going to go take this first one in a turn or two. It's actually going to be a little longer than that, but that's okay. Actually, you can take that one. I'm confident you're able to do it, and then we'll move up to this one. Or maybe over here. We'll go take this one. We'll build up more human troops here and go take out that eventually. Maybe throwing some other stuff that way as well. Or summoning with the witch we have there. You can go kill these ants. There will be no more ants in my pants. Okay. Anyone else we want to move? I'm just very paranoid this is not enough. I mean, if we take this on you... Although you don't have a lot of HP to use it. We're going to give it a shot. We need to go take a fortress relatively quickly. Hopefully we can find one that's lightly defended. Okay. Got some early Doppel attacks. Hopefully we'll distract their spells. But we're also getting siege hits. Okay, they've moved out. It's interesting. Early banishes. The Hound is in full force here. Just hope he doesn't get withered. Or decayed in any way. Come on, Mr. Hound. Do your job. Oh, no! He's getting pummeled by rocks. Didn't actually expect that. Over here, we see some fire hurting it. Oh, God, the incorporation. Okay, kill this thing and let them be free. This thing's actually pretty close to death. Did we get their wizard already? Or did he move back? It looks like he got pushed back, probably. I don't see him. He had a bottle on him. Looks like he either died early or I missed it. He's a tiny little guy. Okay. The rocks are gone. This guy just needs to wake up. He's woken up, and now he will tear apart these guys. Oh, this is going beautiful. Another banish. We have a lot of our guys withered. Hopefully that fate does not befall our witch. Where the heck is this? I guess he's dead. I don't see him at all. Must have got hit by something early. Maybe a meteor? We saw an early hit up here with the meteor. That might have grabbed him. Wish I had a replay feature. I want to go back in time. But now we're hitting some really easy stuff. This stuff actually can't be banished, so we'll stick on him for a second. I'd love to get to this guy and banish him, although he could also steal our guy again like we saw before. If that happens, they're getting him. Oh, but we've confused it. We could steal their friend this time. Mr. Hound? Hopefully he's not going to focus on the Hound for his enslave thing. Right now he's fighting 2 mindless units. Oh no, he's diseased. Not unexpected, he's getting hit by a lot of ghouls. It's sad though, our poor Hound is going to be on the ropes. Hopefully we can get a regen item before he dies. Or he might die this fight, who knows. All of our casters are hanging in there, although one of them's wounded with a never healing wound. Another meteor strike. Hound dog kicking it in. Getting all of our magic items back. Confusing this guy again. Come on, turn to our side. You know you want to. You know you want to join our army. You can go fight in Hades. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful conquest. Ooh, and he's entangled. This would be the perfect time, Mr. Hound. Okay, he's not entangled anymore. What? I didn't want to click on that. He doesn't have his Strength of Earth on him, actually, so it's pretty bad for him. Now our Hound is attacking human units. Something he was meant to do only when guarding the cave to Hades, but no longer. Now he serves us. He's our pooch. Love it. So a combination of good meteor strikes, a little bit of archer fire, a Hydra who is tanking plenty of damage has won this day. We should also give credit to our oozers for really tying up that Tartarian as we watch our Hound fight a Wraith. Uh-oh. Come on, doggo. Get that guy out of here. You gotta hit the Tartarian, buddy. Oh, God, he's hurt. Oh, he's got 18 HP. I think even if he survives this battle, he won't be too good. But he's done his duty. Our good old pooch. He was meant to take out a big undead army, and he did it. Took out almost all the abominations, except for maybe one of them got nabbed by this side of the army. I think a doppelganger or something killed that last one. Got 8 HP left, but that is the main army of the Hoburg. Destroyed. How's our witch doing? Where'd she go? She didn't get poisoned, did she? I don't see her. I don't see our witch. She might have just fallen there at the end. Lots of magic items. Okay, we're getting attacked by the Necromat at the Hoburg Fort. He's come back as a ghost. Will we win this battle? Oh God, we might have to go clear this guy out. Come on, Pebbles! Throw your rocks! With bravery! They're doing like no damage because they have -4 because they're weakened and diseased. Oh God. No! He's come back with the fury. He's gonna win. The code clear out a ghost. God dang it. Okay, well they're not dead yet for sure. And I just remember they also have that mage up north that we have to go take out, so. Witch's apprentice. Our witch did survive. I don't know where she was at the end of that battle. And our poor pooch Could live out the rest of his days in this town here for a little bit. He's wounded. He's not doing well. But he's done his purpose. Although we do need to get rid of this ghost now. And I have perhaps a plan. Berthred could try it. Although she might just die to the thing. We'll have to see. Okay, I don't want you going through all the ice. No thank you. This switch will go take this port. You're going to head north to put a final blow onto the Hoburgs. We have stuff down to do in Hades as our cave instantly gets taken. Not too big of a surprise. Okay. Seeing some of the shade stuff, some ghost mages. This isn't a base. Heart of Life. No, it's a crystal heart with regeneration. I'd like to take that, but we'd lose our army doing it. Because ghost mages with Unlife 2 are pretty dangerous if they have Soul Vortex. Which is a spell that is very scary. It's scary, Terry. Let's do one more of these. I'm excited to do the overview, guys. It's been a mighty fine game. This should go fine. We're going to get sleep spells put down. A little lightning action could hurt some of our own guys, but we have cheap chaff here. It's what you want with a lightning army, is cheap garbage. Or lightning resistance. Shock resistance is good too. That works. I'm going to guess they have a lot of undeads already down here. Yep, they just summoned up everything that was in there, although it's all garbage undead. We don't want to let them get an abomination or anything crazy. Oh god, phase spiders. It's a decent amount of phase spiders. Spooky. Poor hound. We'll go send the kennel master, Aphrodites, Ariaphites, to go down and grab him. And they can take him to the temple city. He'll be entombed there and worshipped for all time as our great savior. Savior to the witch. Okay, we failed that. Pretty definitively. Okay, we'll go kill a bunch of undeads with this potentially. Don't want to kill that serpent tribe. We might have to fight some dwarves and die doing that. I really want to get over here and cream a bunch of these undeads, because this thing will kill those undeads pretty efficiently if they don't have archers, which they really don't have nearly enough of. Although they do have these crossbows. I forgot. I think they added these in. These crossbow long dead. Can't remember if they were in the game before, but don't seem to remember them. Keep heading north. Over here, we're going to begin to build an army that is capable of taking this. Can take a bit. Could do some summonings. We'll do a marshlands here and get the swamp all kitted out. Let's, we can continue to summon undead. Don't actually want to stop that. We'll repeat this action, actually. He'll do that as many times as he can. Which is quite a bit. They have a lot of AP. Okay, take the doggo down to the temple. Okay. Trying to find a citadel down here. You get to see us explore Hades a little bit. The land of dead. As we slap maybe our biggest summon of swamp drakes that we lost control of. Oh no! No, 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 no! Don't get poisoned anymore. Okay, we defeated them. Incorporate some deer into our army, and they're gonna spawn some ghouls. Hate to see that army grow. We will avoid this library. Trying to get down here as quick as possible. Don't super have the army to deal with it yet, but my hopest of hopes is that we take this lady and she goes and beats the hell out of their undead, and they've spaced their archers out enough to where she can get some stuff done. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case. Why not? We'll kill these boars and overrun them. Making an ancient forest. Turn this into a swamp. Okay. The hound is retired. He's going to slowly wither and die. But we've accepted that. Poor doggo. In the meantime, we will begin to build an army to go take the city. I don't know if it'll be of help to us, really. It's not really a big deal at this point in the game. Is there anyone else we need to move? Yep, you. Ah, okay. The Underworld Academy of Higher Magic. I'm going to talk about this in the future. Is this an... Okay, this is actually the Heart of Life. The Dusk Elder. Spooky. Spooky Dusk Elders. Also, fittingly, has a Scroll of Hades journey. We're going to talk about this in the overview video, so stay tuned for that one day. I don't know if it'll be this next week. We'll see if we can get that done. We will do a planar overview video. I just haven't decided which one I'm putting out. I have multiple stuff written on them, and prepping multiple planes, but I don't know. I haven't picked which one I'm going to actually sit down and record yet. It's a little bit of a process for me to think about. A dream crystal. Let's go get this bugger. Let's go grab him. Doesn't look like there's anything in his Hoburg. We could just grab his Hoburg from him. That's pretty funny. Take his home. We'll take some of these dudes. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to conquer the Academy of Higher Magic. That's a toughie. We're going to go take our temple back and then grab units from there and take that city. Is the Planarino. This guy's summoning a whole bunch of undead. God, this is spooky. This is one of the academies of higher magic in the game. We actually were blessed to get one on the top. I think that's a replica of it down there, but Hades is one of the places with a level 3 library. That in the Nexus, which we'll talk about in the Elemental Planes video. And there's some others that can pop up here and there, but usually players won't find some of them because they are in places that are very inhospitable to everybody and hard to get out of once you're in. But those are for probably our final video to talk about. Okay, we'll go attack these. We're going to get shot to death by archers, but hopefully we'll petrify a couple of them on our way. Here, we need to get some more summons. We could level 3 you on a farm. That would be interesting. Let old Yin get her kicks in before she retires once we've conquered Elysium. Okay, thank God this is all empty. Continue to move our friends. A Bane and a Bane Lord. These guys are scary. Oof. These are good to slot magic items on when you have a magic sword or 2 miscellaneous. You throw them on there and have them big frontline guys. Potentially. Sit them on their own with a regeneration item and watch them do some magic. Get all manner of nasty beasts to join us in this fight. Grab all these swordsmen and stuff. Okay, is there anyone else I'm forgetting? Doesn't look like it. Our ice lady can chill there. Okay, we petrified 2 of them. Woo! So efficient. So efficient. Send her all the way down here just to get sent right back. Oh, good, a homunculus spell. That's all I wanted, of course. More tree magic. Poison's not going to help you too much, so why not do Tangle Vines? Oh boy. We're going to have to do some summoning here again. But that's okay, we're just moving along. We're not time constrained anymore. We almost got this wrapped up. I want to try and conquer a citadel in Hades with our skeleton crew. I can't promise it'll be a success. Might send this guy down there. What's he got here? Have you not been summoning? Darn it. Okay, repeat that action. No, you've only been summoning one. Okay, we're gonna just hit the button manually. Frustrating. Oh, there. Okay, we got another commander. Look at that. With a bunch of garbage he can run down with. These hounds are actually not immune to Hades, by the way. But that doesn't mean you can't send them down there. They just don't do very well once they're here. So we got our little crackpot crew going in. Ah, here's something with a very scary pyramid of skulls. So we're not gonna be able to get the Dark Citadel of Stillness, which I don't think gave Hands of Glory before. The Academy of Higher Magic always gave that, no matter where it is. Huh, that's interesting. Dark Citadels might be a little more valuable, or maybe that one's just special. I don't know yet. We'll see. Things you notice when you're playing the game versus when you're just trying to uncover the map for an overview video are very different. Or meticulously studying it. Alright. Take that out. Oh good, they got a Dracolich. Which is not a nice thing. And they have another Abomination. That's scary. I don't want this thing going around anymore and getting any more stuff. There's a lot of garbage in the army. Okay, that's unhelpful. That's minorly helpful. Do we suicide into here and try and fight our way through it? We're gonna get a lot of stuff incorporated. We're kind of like relying on a meteor to kill these things, and I don't think that's a good idea because we're gonna get poisoned pretty soon. One thing we can do is make you poison resistant. I have a doppelganger up here who could use that golden armor. Oh, you can't actually slot it. Oh, shit. That's no good. Never mind. I think we're going to chill here, because they don't have anywhere they can go super quickly, so we're going to try and get more stuff. Okay, that's not bad. That could grab their commander, potentially. Maybe a Bane. No, yeah, because it can confuse them, so... it's a possibility. You can grab some archers. That's good for you. You don't need anything else. This is actually going to be tough. Oh, why not? Give it a shot. You're going to poison them to death. You might die in the meantime, but that's your duty. Do your duty. You can fight these giant centipedes and also probably have some trouble. Come on, give me what I want. Give me something to conquer. What do you have on you? Ring of Protection. Okay, we are almost here. We can take the opportunity of the cold to do some major summoning. Beautiful. Hydra. Cube. Hydra. It's probably one of the best major summonings we've had. We need to grab these archers, actually, in this stuff. So we need to move back there. We could go down and try and blizzard this army to death, but we'd suicide our commander pretty quickly. Let's see this fight. This should be funny. Everyone's gonna get archered to death. Pike's desperately wanting to stab, but unable. He's attacking the wooden gate, though. I think we'll actually take it. Yep. Brought enough archers and chaff to distract him. With the commander intact, they'll do a lance charge and win this fight. Wow. Better than I thought they would. Okay. Have a hero available. We'll use him to ferry troops this way. He got Boots of Strength. Unimpressive magic item. Okay. There we go. And the two armies are combined. Next turn, we're going to go thunk them into this place. 110 versus them, but we have a good strong archer corps, some wizards, and and plenty of troops, as long with a couple special things like the Swamp Ghost and the regenerating little guy here. So that should be enough, I think, to take this. If it's not, we'll quickly put something together. We move forward. Getting a little root monster. This is probably enough to take this now. They're going to hit our regenerating stuff a lot and do nothing, although they could grab an unlucky hit on our back line, and that would be bad, but it's not super likely. Then Moon Mage is going to cause a little chaos, but where is he? Where is this Moon Mage? There, back here. Yeah, it caused some problems. This will be next turn. Hit this button 3 times. Is that another Wand of Life Drain? Could be a Wand of Fear. Wand of Death. Oof. Look at you guys. Getting all kitted out in a good fashion. Oh, we went to a different place. It's the first time that happened, actually, in a little bit. Okay, we'll keep doing major summonings. Doppelganger. Oozes, those are good. And a root monster. Okay. Hopefully they chill here. This guy might be pretty insane. Oh, yeah. He's crazy. Okay, let's start centering some of the stuff we're not using anymore. Oh! Well, Conquest is fun, but a planar gateway is also fun to get to Aztlan, and their Land of the Dead. It's actually one of the easier gates to get through. Well, this was unexpected. I wasn't looking to see this plane yet, but you get to see a little bit of it. Aztlan has a chance of having gates in a couple different places. Hades just happens to be one of them. Kill some dispossessed spirits. We'll probably go back to Hades, as we don't want to explore too much of this without the review video. But spoiler, there can be gates here. I suppose. Okay. We're going to do one quick summoning here. Hopefully we control it, and then attack. Oh, a little froggy to join us. Okay, we'll take this. We're actually about to finish the game. We're going to attempt this. Well, that is if everything goes successful. Which means we want to give a save before we issue that final attack order on that big army. Which save? Do not progress. Whatever. Button, button, button. Okay, Aztlan is fun. But let's see if we can find that fortress. Oh, we found a town. This would actually still be pretty tough. It's got a bunch of life drainers. Can't tell, I'm pretty terrified of the stuff in Hades. Okay, I think we're going to try and wrap it up, though. Oh, never mind. You guys will at least get another turn out of us. Oh, God. Our Hydra Bull is killing our archers and things we have around us. We also have a witch with not full poison immunity, so gotta keep that in mind. Lots of catapults. Taking out a whole bunch of our chaff. That's okay, they're done after this. And now we get the lightning archer round. Okay, we got a gust of wind. Our swamp ghosts are making it up. Hopefully not getting pegged to death. One of them did. This might be a failure. We'll see if our Archer Corps can do enough. Archer Corps versus Archer Corps, but we're taking a lot of penalties to the parapets. Swamp Ghost did some damage. Come on, Lightning Strike! This is when you're meant to do it. Looks like not good sign, how things are going. Slow down a bit here towards the end. Our witch putting down some sleeps very effectively. But we're about to run out of cheap troops to protect us from these crossbowmen. I think we killed their the little undead commander they had here. There goes our lady, our fair lady. They had a little bit more archers than we could handle. Killed most of their stack. Killed a catapult. Kept 2 there. This should go a lot better. This catapult's barely tearing into us. Summoning undead. About to kick it in here. What is their moon mage doing? Terror and Touch of the Moon. Terror could actually be a little bit of a problem. He could send our Hydra running through our lines, which would be unfun. Got that Acid Blast. We sort of switched that back to Poison Cloud. It's okay. Which means some peripheral damage on our Hydras here and there. This is what Hydras really do well against, are like large gluts of just regular troops. They have a lot of HP to deal with it. Oh god, you're confused. Do not turn on us, Mr. Swamp God. Some moonbeams being pretty scary with their confusion. You can see a root monster trying to fight up here. He's likely gonna die soon. Casting some fear. Swamp God's coming in. I think he's not long for this world, though. He's pretty beat up. He is doing his duty. And looks like a success with a couple losses, Swamp God being one of them. But we've almost wrapped up, so conserving troops isn't too much of a thing at this point in the game. And it's all over, folks, for this army. Not the game. We are close to done, though. Should start moving you down this way, just in case things go very poorly and we have to clean up again. Do you have Twice Born again? I don't think you can. Maybe you can. I can't remember. I haven't played Necromancer in a while. Been playing a lot of other factions. Okay, Hydra. That's useful. As this guy sits here completely insane. We'll take advantage of that. Okay, I guess we could head towards the portal. Plan Delta is now available. Plan Delta being Brevin and her ice attack against the stuff after the catapults kill a bunch of our chaff we're going to recruit. That's going to take a little bit, though, and I'm not sure how far we'll make it there. We might kill their other commander before that happens, if I'm being honest with myself. Come on, give me a nice little Dark Citadel. We're going to be able to combine our forces here a little bit, so that should help. Make something way more achievable. Whoop. Okay, they got to move a tile. An ancient forest with some little swamp things that spawned in here. Boop, 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 boop. And bear's dead. Pikeneers, crossbowmen, okay. Well, we don't have a lot of other use for our gold at the second, so go on, friends. Join the party. You don't know what kind of party you've been invited to, but it's not a very fun one. It's called Get Iced, is really what's happening here. Okay. Sorry about that cough. Big old crocodile. We've built space. They built another Dracolich. I think it's time to attack. Oh, goodness. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. We're going to summon some Doppels that will start tearing these guys apart, which will be nice. We're going to get incorporated quite a bit here because we don't have any good giant-sized units, but hopefully our oozes will split apart and just tear this guy in. Or a meteor would be nice as well. But this is looking like the end of the game. Might come back for some late-game kicks. Oh, hell. Why not? Doesn't look like we're going to get a better opportunity. This is going to go absolutely terrible. We're going to get absolutely smushed. But might as well show you an attempt at taking one of these things. This isn't actually a base we could recruit from. We'll talk more about this stuff in the overview. I actually would have liked to attack Stillness over this thing, this hellhole. Okay, we're giving this a shot. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, undead don't spawn doppelgangers. I totally forgot doppelganger spawn. Oh, dude. Oh, the ghouls do, because they're not undead. They're not. They don't have the mindless tag. Okay, instant fear. That's bad. Oh no, our meteor guy is gonna get whacked. God. That's not good. Oh wait, you're poison resistant. Never mind, you're not getting whacked. Okay, kill these things and get our guys who have been eaten out of there. Okay, we see some oozes get freed. I think we still have this in the bag, even with the tragedy of our Hydra being feared almost immediately. Our oozes actually showing that they can be good units. So they break apart a little bit, although Finger of Death might actually win them the day. Because now we're relying on our little doppels. A little bit here. Our Doppel Guardians protecting us. As our Astrologer gets diseased. He's done his duty, and he's meteored this guy for 7 damage. And that's the end of the Markgraf. Shadan, the Markgraf, and his mighty Necromancer have fallen. And we get to watch this funny battle. So this is going to go absolutely terribly. There's so much life drain on this side, it's sad. They've life drained away one of our guys already. Not even going to make it past the Banes. This is what you can expect in Hades. One day we'll probably do a planar conquest video. We're going to look at score graphs in the map now. Oh my lord. Okay, so you can see we started to do okay. We started off rough here, trying to build up. We made it above everybody in troop count, but we were slow as hell, and we didn't really have units that could fight what we needed to early on. We started building some swamps and things, getting our infrastructure online. You'll see that represented in our fungi graph. You can see where we really started to tick upwards. These are the seasonal changes. Don't forget that when it goes down like that. But as you can see, the Witch we had never was able to build up a crazy army until this point, where some other guys started falling off. Unfortunately, we never met a lot of these factions. Mostly we just fought the Markgraf. And a couple other things that came across us here and there with the dwarves. Markgraf and the dwarves were a real competition. But we still saw some cool action. We managed to charm the Hound of Hades, etc. You can see number of citadels. Never really on top for that. We were never on top for armies, but that's expected with the undead. They build up a lot of armies that are just kind of cheap garbage that you could plow through with good stuff. Which is what we did. It's kind of the strategy you have to employ. Unless you're L, you can banish all of them. Things like that. Citadels, gold. Never did very well on gold until everyone else was dead. Sacrifices. We'll just skim through the rest of this. We didn't click herbs. Yeah, so that's that. Can reveal the map here. Just take a look at it. See, there's a little island off the coast here and here. There's also an island here that almost is traversable. But now we get to do an overview. We're going to talk about that as we go back on our autosave. So the Witch faction, okay. You are going to probably, as we've been alluding to throughout this, not play the Witch a lot in multiplayer. You lose a lot of your strategy with slow-moving units, and the giant snails, your, where are they? They're on an ancient forest somewhere, up here. The swamp things, your other slow stuff that you get in your army just aren't really up to snuff in terms of making it around the map effectively. And on top of that, if you're unlucky, they could make it around the map, sure, but there might run into poison resistance, which is the second issue with your faction, is you rely heavily on poison. And if there's undead factions like we were fighting, if we had come against them early, we'd have a lot of trouble. Now, you have things to try and deal with this in your cavalry, right? Your cavalry will kill a lot of undead, but not efficiently as you'd like. Really, what you need to get online by that point are your Hydras, your gelatinous cubes. Things like that are going to actually be able to fight undead pretty effectively. But you don't get to decide, you know, when you get them, because like many factions, your rituals are random to that level. So it's unfortunate. One thing we didn't see was, here, we'll go show you guys this real quick. You're going to see a time skip here as we skip forward. So here we are on the time skip now. So what we were doing is we were getting our rituals available, which are Bog Path. This is the last one you get as the witch. They didn't do a lot of upgrading of the witch in reality. We're skipping this battle. Don't worry about that. I've had to time skip to get to a swamp and get fungi necessary at the same time. So here's Bog Path. We're going to show it off. Takes 3 action points. You get to travel through the path that connects all swamps together, like so. So here we're here with our whole army. It costs 300 fungi, so it's not cheap, but it gives you versatility. Now let's yeah, I can't show that. Yeah, I can. Okay. So you can't let's just take a look. Let's go to Hades. So this is something interesting. If you can see a bog on another plane, you can teleport to it. Now, you're going to run into problems where all your stuff is going to die to Hades stuff if you teleport here. But say if we found the swampy area of Aztalan or a swamp in the Inferno, you can teleport with Bog Path. That's something very cool about the witch. She can be a planar traveler if you can get sight on stuff. Also, let's just run through this. So we get some of our stuff back. People start to die from Hades. We're not worried about this too much. So she's viable to come down here. This stuff will start to die over time, except for your commander, who now has Hades immunity because she's undead. All undead do. So she'll be okay. These regenerating guys should be fine too. You could come here with a bunch of Hydras and conquer stuff. But once you're here... Oh shit, we don't have action points. Hold on, we gotta do it again. Because it takes a while to get your action points together. Oh god, the cave. Skip that, we're not worried about that. It's not what we're focused on. They actually won. Okay. But you can just get out and come back. So you can be a planar traveler, and actually she can funnel troops between the planes. Unfortunately, though, she doesn't have the best troops to deal with all this stuff on the other planes. We're going to do a time skip again. I'm going to try and just make sure we got all the old ones. Okay. All right. I think I got everything here. We might be missing 1, maybe 2 things like the worm. So we're going to talk about our level 3 stuff. Look at the summons, because we didn't get to see all of them. We have the Mother of Monsters, who will spawn a bunch of stuff. She'll spawn these little guys and marsh worms and things like it. They're not very good in terms of units, but at least you're getting free spawn at this point in the game. They're good early. Like, you'd love to get a bunch of swamp monsters. They go well with your other stuff. Her as a caster's okay. She's got biomagic. I don't love level 3 biomagic, but as you can see here, she doesn't come at level 3, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. Level 3 biomagic, in my opinion, tends to be pretty It does mean you're going to end up getting summoned serpents and things like that. That adds to your spell repertoire a little bit, but otherwise it's usually just poison spells, so it's not too useful. She's got a decent HP pool. 9 magic resistance is good. 2 armor. She causes fear when you go next to her. Poison aura, giant size, swamp move. She's got a little fist attack. She can hold a weapon. I'm not super impressed with her. I'll be real honest. She's one of the more troublesome independents in the game, but as a level 3 unit, there's the worm that shoots acid, I believe. I don't know if they still get this in 5. They got it in 4. What else they get is the I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. The Katabala Pass. Words. In my mind, he's just like a 2nd edition D&D. I think it's Gorgon. Hold on, let me make sure I'm thinking of the right monster. AD&D. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm thinking of the right monster. Thank goodness. Yep. So they're these bowl-like things. They look a little more shiny in 2nd edition D&D. They do similar things, although I think they have a little petrification breath. Makes me think of it, though. Yeah, but it is a big old, like, cow-like creature, bowl-like creature that has a giant hit point pool here, and also has great magic resistance, 2 armors, good. They rank towards the front. They have really low morale for how, good they are otherwise. They have poison resistance. They cause fear. I don't know why they don't cause dread, frankly. They have a poison aura. They're giant-sized, and they have a death gaze of a 25-foot cone. That is pretty great. They also have a gore attack, but the death gaze is kind of what you're looking for here. They also do this in melee, so you don't have to worry if they get not surrounded, but they get attacked. They can still do it. These things are pretty good. They'll be pretty effective. I think we saw the Ernies. I think that's what we were running around with, and we thought they were actually a Gorgon. Where's that lady? We thought they were one of these ladies. So lots of similar names being thrown around in the case of the D&D thing I just referenced, also being a Gorgon. But yeah, so that's what the level 3 stuff really is. The Swamp God, the Ancient Presence. Ultimately, what does it boil down to if I can summarize it? Well, your Ancient Hydras are going to be great for fighting in your front lines. Your Dracolions, I think, kind of don't fit in super great. They're good if you can get them earlier, but in the late game, they're going to fall apart in your front line where you really need your regeneration stuff up here. Unfortunately, your Mother of Monsters kind of sits in the front. Honestly, she's better for infrastructure. If you can get her pretty early, she can get you a bunch of troops that she'll spawn in on her. That might be advantageous to you. If you can kit her out with some good items, maybe, but I wouldn't throw her in like this. She tends to get ganged up on, and as you can see, she doesn't have any of the things to protect her when she casts. Sieges, she works well, but if she ends up actually getting in melee, that's kind of bad. But hopefully something will fly in front of her or run in front of her while she casts spells. That probably will happen. I'm not going to guarantee it, but that will probably occur. She'll probably sit back and start casting spells eventually. But you don't want her in melee. You don't. She's got stuff here, spells that are okay. They're nothing to write home about. Really, the spawning monsters is kind of the thing with her. You may be getting the implication here that I'm not super impressed. I'm not. The Ancient Presences and the Hydras are good. The Swamp God with all the attacks we saw before is great, but ultimately I'm not super impressed with their level 3 lineup. Mostly because we don't have good mages or mage diversity. We have small paths in the Necromancy. You can even ignore this because this is an item, right? So really, we'd be looking at level 2 Necromancy casters with that cost. 1, you have to kill your witch, and 2, you have to spend 600 resources. Now, this witch is kind of insane in that she's immortal. Now, she could get an unlucky banish, and it destroys her. She doesn't even go into another plane. She dies. And that would be really bad. But ultimately, you could run around with a bunch of level 3 witches. If you're looking for something competitive, the witch just does not compete very well at the high levels. Now, at the mid-tier, she's okay. She's got some good mid-tier stuff, but then her lower level stuff is kind of bad too. Because you can see, the Hydras are great. The gelatinous cubes are really good too. There's some dunkers in there as well. Let's go down here. There's some dunkers in here as well. The root monster, I just have no affinity for. It doesn't synergize well with your army. It tends to get beat up pretty easily. It doesn't have regen like a lot of your other good stuff. Sure, it has higher HP, and it's giant size, so maybe you use it to run over walls, but any other fight, it falls. And even running over walls, it's going to get hit a lot and probably hit by your poison stuff. What you're relying on in the mid-game are your oozes, which you saw are pretty situationally good. They're doing damage back. They split a lot of the times and then reform, which is great. So you'll end up having a decent amount of them running around, even if you didn't at the beginning of the battle, which will help your attack density over time. Although they do have that problem where they take up 2 spaces with 1 attack is kind of inefficient. Your Swamp Drakes are great if you can get them early too. Again, they rely on poison, so they don't solve your diversity problems, but they will just destroy regular troops. We didn't see a lot of that because of when we got them, but trust me, they do. My favorite thing in the level 2 is your doppelgangers and your doppelganger captains. These guys really do a lot. They can build up free spawn armies essentially by going and taking out small stacks of stuff. I would have liked to take the Academy of Higher Magic with them, but unfortunately we suicided them down here. You could do stuff like that with them. You could cheese the Academy of Higher Magic like you would with siege equipment, but with them. Maybe do both even if you can get some mercenary siege equipment. They're pretty good. They fight well in the front line. They don't have any armor, which is a problem, but they have blunt resistance, so that's situationally okay. Usually not going to do a lot. But mostly what you're relying on is for them to just be able to punch through whatever's next to them with their crazy amount of attacks. Definitely you want doppelgangers. You throw them into a big horde. Maybe you throw a witch with them. You know, you can sleep units, and maybe you'll start doing a bunch of stuff with that. If you can get a good sleep spell, throw a bunch of doppelgangers in, they'll start taking out large armies and the mutating tentacles. You can see we've gone back in time here. What else is there to cover? So we talked about slow stuff, the poison issue. You have some good defense stuff that you can throw down on your swamps. Again, also poison, but some decay, which is nice. These will actually be really good against if you're fighting an undead enemy that's raiding your stuff. So at the end of the day, we're looking at like maybe if I'm putting it on a tier list in my head, a C or a D tier nation for strategy, in terms of being able to change your strategy. It does one thing really, really well. So like if you're looking for a poison faction, if you know who you're fighting against, so if you're like, say you're about to play a game of Conquest and you know you're going up against the regular Hoburg faction, well, not even them because they have poison resistance. Say there's so many things that have poison resistance in the game. It's such a problem for you. But the Warlock, you know, the Illusionist, the Undead, all the Undead factions. Parts of the Demonologists will actually suffer quite a bit from poison. The regular Hoburgs have poison resistance, as I said. The Trolls have regeneration, which fights off poison pretty well. You can overcome them with it, but it's still difficult. The Enchanter. I might be missing some, but you can get the picture here. It's not the best in terms of diversity, and that creates a real problem for you. Now, that being said, it does its one thing really great, so if you go against the Baron, who has very limited poison resistance, the Senator, who only has it really through spells, you will crush them. The Barbarian, oh my god, you'll kill the Barbarian. They don't have a lot of poison resistance. I think maybe their tattoos might give it to them, but they don't have a lot of options to get that, so maybe situationally. But if you're going to play in multiplayer, or if you're just playing in single player, like, use that poison. Use it. And use it selectively. Now, overcoming that problem is tough, as you saw fighting those big undead armies. We lost a big stack down here. If we've been fighting a lot of undead, or the Warlock, we might be in trouble. Similarly to the Troll King, if we were fighting a Warlock, we might just die. Some of your solutions you do have in level 3, you're incorporating Ancient Presence can kill undead like crazy. But they're incorporating in stuff like that. Your Hydras don't really rely on their big Hydras, especially don't rely as much on the poison as they do killing, although they do have the poison. Once you get these guys, you know, you could wipe an entire stack of reanimated undead with this. Now, the ethereal guys are going to start causing you trouble. They'll get through your armor. But as long as you're fighting non-magic attacks that go through armor, this guy will be great. Because he's got 4 armor, he's got pierce and blunt resistance. Slashing will do damage, but like still they got to get through 4 armor. So like 6, usually slashing attacks are like 6 damage or so. So you have 6 damage trying to get through this. Usually they're only going to do 2 unless they explode really well and have strength. That is good. So you don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah. You also have your petrification ladies, your Gorgons. Your Ernies are not petrification, as we talked about. What are the Ernies for then? God, I don't know. If you can slot them with some... Again, slotting magic items solves almost everything. One thing you can do with them is fly them up to the sky. You can do that with them, I suppose. That's an option. the game a good old-fashioned save on this. Just so I can save this for later. I have a use for this save, actually, in the future, but... yeah, that's kind of what you're working with. So, is there anything else I want to talk about pressingly? We've covered Swamp Guardians. You have Bog Eye. You'll see swamps. I think maybe you can see swamps in other planes, especially once you've run out of Elysium swamps to see. Could be wrong about that. I'm trying to remember. Doesn't matter too much. You'll be able to explore that on your own if you'd like. You're going to hit that button a lot if you like to scout out swamps. You can also use it to teleport to new places if you have that ability already, but by that point you've probably seen a lot of the map because you have your fast little runners. If you can build up a strong swamp economy, I highly suggest doing it. Swamps aren't used by a lot of people, so they tend to not go on them, and when they do, you know, they might get a big poison stack hitting them. So that's kind of what I'd like to do early with this faction. I think it makes them kind of unviable in multiplayer again, though, because, you know, you're not going to have as many turns, because people aren't going to play as long. I think that's about it. You know, we started here, we built our swamp economy, everyone died but the dwarves and the Hoburgs, and we cleared them out. We got our good old hound, who is now entombed in the temple city. Long may he be worshipped there, although he's been captured. Well, that didn't happen in our actual sequence of events. But thank you for watching. We'll be back with a mod review probably tomorrow or the next day, and another Let's Play, playthrough, run-through of another faction. You'll get to see that. And after that, or during that, sorry, we'll have a plane overview as well, hopefully next week too. We'll see how expedient I can be on that, depending on IRL circumstances. So, thank you for watching and joining us on another one of these journeys. We'll see you next time as we cover one of the more ne'er-do-well mods I've seen in terms of them being conniving, scheming, kind of a faction. One could say they are anti-nobility, I suppose. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this stuff. Have a good week, day, whenever I see you next. Have a good time until then, and right now, I hope, as we finish up this video. So, see you later, folks. Have a good one.